Do you know how to show people you love them?
We're going to talk about that on this episode of 5 Minutes with Dad.
Welcome to 5 Minutes with Dad, starring Pavlos and Angela Pavlidis, where you get to spend a few minutes with the smartest and coolest kids in the whole world, and their dad, too. And now, here are your hosts, Pavlos, Angela, and Nick Pavlidis.
Who's hey?
Ready for an awesome episode of 5 Minutes with Dad?
What am I, a wilted rose?
Yes.
I'm ready for another awesome episode of 5 Minutes with
I
Dad.
know this isn't going to be posted today. It's going to be posted tomorrow at 3 something.
Well, when they're listening, it's going to be quote unquote today.
It will?
Yeah, you can never be tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes. It's always today.
Wait.
Tomorrow's
What
always in the
comes but
future.
never comes.
Tomorrow. Wah, wah, wah. Hey-oh.
You get it. It's never tomorrow. It's always today. But tomorrow comes and turns into today. That's
right.
And today comes and turns into yesterday.
So why don't you tell everybody what today is when we're recording?
Today's Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day to my Valentine Angela. I got 2 Valentines this year, don't I?
Sure.
I got Mama, 5 minutes with Mama, and then I got 5 minutes with Ange. I got Ange, my Valentine. Happy Valentine's Day, my love.
Mm-hmm. You too, and everybody who's listening to this.
Yes, I hope everybody enjoyed their Valentine's Day. And we figured we would record a love-themed 5 Minutes with Dad episode. How about that, Ange?
Not a love, a Valentine's theme.
Yes. And we're going to talk about how to show people you love them.
Like it said in the beginning.
Yes, like Angela said in the beginning. So, before we get into that topic, what do you think we have coming up, Ange?
Valentine's Resource of the Week sandwich!
Yes, we got a Resource of the Week sandwich. So, Ange, who wants to do the first joke? You want to do the first joke or you want to do the second? Whoop. Watch out for the mic.
Second.
Second.
No, first.
Okay.
What did the farmer give to his wife for Valentine's Day?
What did the farmer give to his wife for Valentine's Day? I don't know.
Hogs and kisses.
Oh, Ange, hogs and kisses. Get it? Get it? Because he's a farmer. He's got hogs on his farm. What do you think, Ange? You think that gets
Listen very carefully.
Listen. Angela likes the at the end of that. Yes. All right. So this week's resource of the week is for parents. Oh no, we've done so many games for kids and families. Now we're doing a parent resource of the week, but it's themed. It's a love themed resource of the week.
Valentine's Day.
Yes. And it is a book for parents about children that really can help you. And what's the topic of this episode, Ange? What did we ask at the beginning? What did we ask at the beginning?
Do you know how to show people you love them? We're going to talk about that on this episode of 5 Minutes with Dad.
Yes. So this is a book to help parents show their children they love them. And it's a book called The 5 Love Languages of Children, The Secret to Loving Children Effectively, by Dr. Gary Chapman and Ross Campbell. So this book is just like Dr. Chapman's original book, The 5 Love Languages, but it's directed to parents, helping them discover how to speak your child's love language. And a love language is basically, a lot of people feel loved in different ways. Some people feel loved by getting hugs and kisses. Some people feel loved. Yes, my love.
We forgot.
What did we forget? We're in the middle. Oh, what? Oh, you want to do the who's ready for the resource of the week button?
Who's ready for the resource of the week? Me!
All right. We got our buttons there. And now Ange wants to
eat chips, eat every snack.
Angela
All right.
That's who wants to do it.
That's right. So this resource of the week is at 5minuteswithdad.com/love languages. And that'll send you through our affiliate link to Amazon to pick up a book. And it is, so basically love languages are the ways people feel loved. So some people feel loved from getting hugs and kisses. Some people feel loved
From
by
getting
spending time together.
Yeah.
Or by being
saying hi.
that's
I love you.
that's right, words of affirmation. So this book helps people understand and notice the way their kid feels loved. So that way, instead, if you've been giving your kid lots of hugs, but your kid is someone who feels loved when you say nice things to them, then your kid might not be feeling loved, even though you're trying to let them know how much you love them. But all you do then is switch to giving compliments and words of affirmation, and your kid will all of a sudden know how much you love them. So head on over to 5minuteswithdad.com/love languages. That's our affiliate link to send you over to Amazon. And then on that page, you'll see they have a free online study guide available. And they show you how to get that. So great book to identify and start really helping your kids feel loved. And that's a real good theme for today's show, the how to show people you love them. All right, so let's go to the second joke of the week. Angela.
Yup.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Haywood.
Haywood who?
Hey, would you be my Valentine? No? 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 All right. Hey-oh.
Because of that.
Because of that? Because of the crickets? All right. So,
Wait.
yes.
If you didn't hear me say,
Happy, she whispered, Happy Valentine's Day.
when my dad was talking,
Yes.
so it would be a little hard to hear. If you heard that,
Yes.
I could even barely hear myself.
Yes.
It would be actually really tricky to hear. Probably.
Yes.
Did you hear that, Dad?
Yes. But this mixer that we have is designed to not reveal or not get little tiny noises to come through. Tapping or moving the mic too much can definitely slip through, but sometimes whispers don't. But that's okay. So, Ange, let's move in. Let's talk about 3 ways to love people well.
Okay.
Okay. So, Angela, one of the ways that a lot of people don't feel loved
Number 1.
is when
Number 2.
they don't feel like people listen to them. My goodness. How perfect was that when I'm talking and then Angela is talking over me and what I'm trying to say is listen and she's not listening. Oh, Ange. So one of the ways you can help people feel loved is to listen to them. Now, does that means a number of different things. That means, listen, if your parents say time for bed and you go to bed, your parents will feel very loved that you're listening to them. But it also means to really listen to what people are saying and expressing. So if I say to Angela, when you don't eat all your food, it makes me worried for you because I want you to be strong and healthy. And if Angela hears that, she hears that I feel worried. Right, Ange? You actually listen to what people are saying as opposed to sometimes when people are talking, one person is just waiting for the other person to stop talking and then they just continue what they were saying before the other person started talking. So the way to have a conversation where everybody feels loved is for me to talk. And while I'm talking, you to listen to me. And then when you're talking, for me to stop and not think about what I'm going to say next, but stop and listen, really listen to what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Ange?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. What do you think, Pavlos?
Yeah.
You think we should eat chips or no?
Eat chips.
Oh, okay.
Eat every snack.
Ooh, every snack. All right. So, Ange,
They're going
what about number 2? What's another way?
to spend time with them.
Yeah. Ange just whispered, spend time with them. There's there are a lot of things in this world that you can make more of. You can always make more cookies.
Yeah.
You can
Of course.
always make more. What else can you make more?
Cookie dough.
You can make more cookie dough. You could always watch another baseball game.
I have another thing you can make.
What?
Cupcakes.
You can always make more cupcakes. But there's one thing that when it passes by, you can never get it back. What do you think that
Tomorrow.
is?
I mean, yesterday.
That's right. Time. So when people,
Like a minute ago.
Yes.
A second ago, actually.
Yep. So when people spend time with each other, they're giving focused attention for a period of time and giving something that you can't make more of. It's a very, very special way to make someone feel that you love them, is to spend time with them.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's going to be in everything that we do.
That's right. That's right. So, Ange, like when we do 5 Minutes with Dad, we get to spend time together.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's why I love when you record episodes with me, because there's so many things that you could be doing with this time, but instead we get to chit chat and have some fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's actually the next one.
Yes. So the next the next one's very specific. Do you want to read the last one?
Have fun their way too.
Have fun their way too. What do you think that means, Ange?
To not just do it your way and
Yeah.
the other the other person might not like really like playing or doing whatever you're doing. And then so let's say Dad says, "Hey, let's go outside." And I'm like, "Hey, do you want to play something inside?" So then we like decide which one we should do. And we could do both. We could take a walk outside and then come back inside and play something.
Yeah.
You can compromise.
So if the only time you spend with someone, they have to be doing what you want to do, that doesn't make them feel very loved.
You can do both.
Yeah. So you can do both. So Angela doesn't really like watching basketball,
No,
right?
I don't really like watching sports.
Yes, but sometimes she sits with me and watches a little bit of basketball.
Whoa, look at that. Whoa.
Yes, and she asks lots of great questions about the basketball game.
What is that supposed to be?
Yes. And I don't really enjoy watching YouTube, but sometimes Angela and I sit and watch YouTube. Angela plays songs and I have to guess the name of the song.
Yeah, we play a game called Guess the Name.
Guess the name. Guess the name of the song. And you know what
Let's
happens?
say it is.
Say what is.
To 5 Minutes with Dad. Oh, wait, no, wrong thing. Angela. That has to guess it.
Okay, this song is called Angela O.
Angela. No, Angela.
Angela.
5 Minutes with Dad. Nick and Pavlos Pavlidis.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did it a little too late.
That's okay. So, but you know what happens when I am having fun, when I'm playing that game, it's not something that I would do on my own. But when I'm with Angela, I actually have quite a bit of fun and I see her smiling.
Anybody.
Yeah. And it's really cool. And I bet you,
Do
Ange.
you know one thing we both love to do?
What? Record 5 Minutes with Dad. What? She's
We're going to
looking-
talk about that on this episode of
How about this one?
5 Minutes with Dad podcast. We know. Record 5 Minutes with Dad podcast. Wait,
Yes.
no, hold on.
Go ahead.
Record. Thank you for 5 Minutes with Dad podcast.
Yes. So now let's talk about the last two for a minute. So spend time with them. We talk about how spending time with someone makes someone feel special. And what is it when you're spending time with them to actually be focused on them, to not be distracted, to not be on the phone, to not be on the computer, but to actually be with them, both doing the same thing, engaged with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then have fun their way too. You know what? I keep joking with Ange because Ange likes gymnastics that I'm exercising quite a bit lately. I'm training so we can do daddy-daughter gymnastics. What do you think, Ange? Good idea?
Wait.
It's just a joke. Go ahead. Uh-oh. Ange doesn't. Ange,
I was thinking there was a no because there's a yeah.
do you think they make leotards my size? No?
I think they make like just the ones for
Wrestling singlets?
what?
Oh, just ones for kids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe some for adults because some people like.
Yeah, and the Olympics and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You think I can make it to the Olympics, or am I too old?
I don't know.
Hey, you're not supposed to laugh. All right. So
I was like, I don't know.
I don't know. You can do anything you put your mind to, right?
If you practice for years.
That's
and
right.
years, and years. No.
Years and years and years and years. So,
If you practice for at least 1 second.
so how to love people well on this Valentine's Day. I hope you had an awesome Valentine's Day yesterday. You love people well by listening to them and really listening to them. Number 2, you spend time with them and you focus on them when you're with them. You put your phone down. You put your iPad or your tablet away. Yes. And you look at them. You look in each other's eyes and you can see that they're actually paying attention to you. And then you have fun their way too, not just your way. Make sure everybody gets to choose the game or activity, and you will make people feel super special. And parents, if you want to make sure. Oh, you have something to add, Ange? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Let's stop it.
Okay.
All right. We just rejected the end of the show. Ready?
Okay.
Okay, go ahead, Ange.
If you have been listening to this for a long time, thank you for listening to all the awesome episodes.
Yes, thank you. We appreciate
and if this is your
you.
First time,
Welcome.
If you like it,
Welcome.
Hi.
Hit subscribe. Give us a review. We check out the reviews from time to time, and when there's one there that's new, we will give you a shout out. 5 Minutes with Dad podcast. I wonder if we had any. I don't think we had any new reviews this week, but if we do, thank you.
single week.
Yes. And if you leave us a review, we will. Oh my goodness, we did have a new review this week. Angela, we have Adrian the paleontologist. Adrian paleontologist. How cool is that? Adrian paleontologist gave us a 5-star review and says, "You are awesome. I love baby Angela's giggle. I was wondering if you could do an episode about fossils." I think that would be a really, really cool idea to do an episode on fossils for Adrian the paleontologist. And you know what, Adrian, if you want to send us some information about you, it sounds like you might have maybe a website or your own podcast or something cool, or maybe a favorite fossil. Why don't you send, or have your parents send, an email to nick@5minuteswithdad.com, and maybe you can contribute to that episode. So we would love to hear from you, and we will give you a little giggle from Angela as well. Where's the little giggle? Here it is. That's for Adrian. Thanks so much for leaving us that awesome review. So yes, we will do an episode about fossils. I like that, Ange. What do you think? Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, Adrian, thanks for leaving us that review, and I'm glad you brought that up. So anyone leave us a review. We'd love to. Go ahead, Ange.
I'm glad Dad brought up the thing so we can see it.
That's right. So we could see the review from Adrian. Well, thanks so much, Adrian. And now we will give one more laugh for Adrian. And don't forget, parents, if you want to help your kids feel loved, head on over to 5minuteswithdad.com/love languages to pick up your copy of the 5 Love Languages of Children. Thank you for listening
to 5 Minutes with Dad. To connect with Pavlos, Angela, and Nick, subscribe to the 5 Minutes with Dad newsletter at 5minuteswithdad.com.
Thank you for listening to 5 Minutes with Dad.